This is the Canadian brochure. It comes from the company, and in here are a lot of good information on the Chi Machine. Now, one thing I want to read to you is the precautions on the Chi Machine. The precautions from the company state, the massager should not be used under the following conditions: immediately following an operation, or if suffering from bone fracture, within 3 months after an operation, if suffering from serious infection or bleeding injury or serious heart disease, during pregnancy, and within 30 minutes after eating a meal. It also says if extreme pain occurs during the massage, such pain should be investigated and rectified before further use of the unit. Now, I want to mention, though, they talk about surgery. And again, if you've had surgery, it just makes sense to not use the Chi Machine until that surgery is healed, because it increases the circulation, and if it hasn't healed, it could be dangerous. Now, we've had people that have actually used the Chi Machine, and it's been less than 3 months because the surgery healed in a much more shorter period of time than the 3 months. Also, it says during pregnancy. Now, I've heard of some women actually using it during pregnancy. They were using it before pregnancy, and they continued to use it while they were pregnant, but that was their choice. Other women choose to not use it during pregnancy. And you can imagine when you're laying there on the Chi Machine, as that big belly gets bigger and bigger, it's going to be uncomfortable. So, again, that's up to you, and it just makes sense to not use the Chi Machine within 30 minutes after eating, because you got to let your food digest a little bit. You can use it just before a meal, but wait about 30 to 40 minutes after a meal. Also, 5 minutes on a Chi Machine is equivalent to a 30-minute walk in the amount of oxygen you get. 10 minutes is like an hour, and 15 minutes is like an hour and a half. So we always recommend that anybody that's elderly or sickly, they start off extremely slow at the Chi Machine, just a minute or two, or maybe even 30 seconds if they're really feeble. And then as you get healthier and get better, get more oxygen, get more circulation going through the body, get more energy going through, you can start to increase the time. The company actually recommends 5 minutes for the first week, twice a day, 10 minutes the second week, twice a day, and 15 minutes the third week, twice a day. That's the way you can gradually go up. Every time I've worked with people and they call me up and say, Jeff, I'm just hurting, my legs are hurting, I don't feel good, they've always went up too quickly. So anytime that happens, we need you to back down, because using it, it's the American way. You figure, well, if little is good, more is better. That's not true. With the Chi Machine, in the beginning, less is better. Now, I've also been told, I haven't verified this yet, is that once you work your way up to 20 minutes, if you want to go that high, your body goes into pH balance. And for those of you that know how important the pH balance is with alkaline and acid, it's extremely important. In fact, we've been told that cancer cannot live in an oxygenated environment. Cancer cannot live in a completely balanced, pH balanced environment. So if you can get your pH in balance and get your oxygen levels up, you just got that much better chance of living a healthier life. So again, I tell people, be very careful in the beginning and gradually work your way up. I'd rather have somebody work it through slowly and slowly move up than to go too fast and say, Jeff, this machine doesn't work, and I got sick on it. Well, the thing is, it worked too good for them because they did too much too fast. In fact, I had one gal call me up. It was her third day on the Chi Machine, and she called me up and she goes, Jeff, I'm in bed. I can't even get out of bed, and I hurt all over. I think the Chi Machine messed me up. And I said to her, well, how long were you using it? She goes, well, the first day 5 minutes, second day 10, the third day 15. And she was about 60 years old. I said, well, good news and bad news. The good news is you're going to get better. The bad news is it's going to take a day for you to recover. And when you recover, go back to 5 minutes like I told you and stay there for a full week. And she did, and she was fine. So again, just be careful with that.